Hey, what's good, everybody? This is another episode of On My Way, and I have a real special guest. This is my cousin. This is my cousin Hitta. He's a
Yo, yo, yo.
here he is, real big DJ producer, and he's my cousin, but he's actually my brother. So from ages 11 to 18, I grew up in his home with my aunt, my uncle, my other cousins. So he's more like my brother to me, and so I'm real excited to have him on because he's from Pomona, and he's doing a lot of big things right now with his music. So go ahead and say what's up, Trevor.
Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's Xavier. Go by I'm a DJ, producer, stage name, whatever. Go by Hitta, 22, and like Mario said, I've grown up in Pomona, just in my whole life, it's like literally since I was born, I've been here my whole life in Pomona, so yeah, P
Yes,
Town.
sir. And y'all go hear me call him Chaver. Chaver's his name's Xavier, but Chaver's our family name for him. So
Yeah.
y'all go hear me call him Chaver. So don't get that confused. Don't no y'all don't trip about me calling him that. But
Yeah.
just real quick, Chaver, tell me about where you're from and what it was like growing up in Pomona for you.
Well, yeah. Well, I live in Pomona. I've been here literally, like I said, my whole life. It's like everywhere around here, like every I guess you could say LA city, it has its ups and downs, Pomona's good, but you have your influences, you have your influences growing up, definitely have like all those just bad influences or growing up or just different kinds of influences. There's just it's really ethical, this kind of city. There's just so many like influences that you growing up with it. And
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, it's true. And just I was born and raised in Pomona too, and I will tell you like there's definitely a lot of influences. It's a big gang culture. It's a lot of people doing drugs, so it's like a lot you can go a lot of bad ways. So I'm just proud of you
exactly.
for sticking on track and really like growing up. I know that you was messing with the drugs, you was messing with the people from the
Yeah,
crews and stuff, and like
exactly.
yeah. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, just like growing up, you're just trying to find your way. You're trying to find your purpose.
Yep.
And you go through your phases. You go through, this sounds appealing to you. When it really, it's really just not. It's just the influences around you that are just as making it appealing. Or whatever. Like people you look up to or whatever. That you shouldn't be, but hey, like you're looking for that purpose, and it's just like you go through those phases, like going through the drugs, going through, the little like gangs or whatever, it's like it's just like, how do I explain this? Like, it's just like, everyone's just trying to find their purpose, and everyone, just goes through those phases. I mean, that's what I did, per
Right,
se.
right. So it was kind of like you was just kind of finding your way. You was going with the mo.
Yeah,
You was doing your thing. You was kind of just
yeah,
finding out who
trying
you
to work.
were. You ended up
Where do
hanging
I
with the
fit? Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
trying to fit in somewhere, and you ended up just
Uh,
hanging with people. And we won't say they're the wrong people because they taught you something, but you
yeah,
ended up
exactly.
in different environments.
Exactly.
Yeah, that had you doing some shit that you was in trouble at the time.
Exactly.
Now, you had to switch schools. You had to switch schools,
Oh,
and
I've been
you
through
haven't
like,
graduated high school yet. So I want to let y'all know, like he's doing big things. He was messing around in school. He hasn't graduated high school yet, but he's close. He's finishing that up. So talk a little bit about that.
yeah, well, I mean, like a lot of people around here, we just, we really don't like, school's just not like, not like meant for a lot of people, and I was one of those, like it's just, I went through like 7 to like 8 different high schools. I can't even count it right now, but yeah, I went through like so many, like just regular high schools, continuation schools, and I just, well, me deep down inside, I always knew, I had a deeper purpose. I always knew like there was something meant for me that I was gonna build off, and that ended up being music for me. And I thank God every day that like I was able to find my purpose a little earlier, than most, and I was able to like, like since I didn't graduate high school, I was able to focus on that, and build off of that, and try to build something off of that, something that I'm talented with, something that I know I could do. I could wake up every day, doing.
Right. Okay. So it's like school wasn't for you, but you always knew like what you wanted to do with your life, and
Exactly. Yeah,
because
I always knew there was something like there was something bigger coming for me. There was always something like I always had like a deeper purpose, a bigger, purpose. I always knew something, for myself.
Yeah, so that never lets you down. Like the whole school situation,
Yeah.
not like just jumping around everywhere, never really let you down. And the fact that you didn't graduate high school, it like gave you, would you say, gave you more time to work on your purpose?
Yeah, give me more time to like work on my purpose, my network for sure. I had way more time to network. Instead of if I would have just waited till I was 18 out of high school. Like I would have wasted a few years. I would have been behind than I am now.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna say one thing. You like I did just because I didn't like graduate high school doesn't mean I'm not educated.
right.
There's ways to educate yourself. There's books, there's articles. There's just just
Yeah.
read up on things. Like Google, YouTube, best friends.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I like to say this all the time. Albert Einstein, he only went up to the fourth grade, and y'all, we consider him like the smartest person ever. So just because you don't go to college, you didn't finish high school, don't mean that you educated. And really, what I read before is like being educated is being able to get what you want without hurting other people. That's being
Mhm.
educated,
Yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah,
right? So you don't need school to get what you want. So
exactly.
yeah, let me. I got another question for you. I mean, you have a child, and
Hmm.
that's not really like stopping you from doing
Yeah.
what you're doing. So is that hard? Is it hard to have a kid and like
Um,
pursue your career?
well, yeah, I did have to like step back a little when I did have my son in the beginning. Things change. Everything changes. People say like everything changes, but you really don't see it until like your child's here, or you're going through the phases of about to have a child. And it's like things change. Think like your lifestyle changes, everything just changes. You have brought someone else into this world, so you got to think about that person first. But yeah, but you still got to always think about your purpose. Because without your purpose, you're not gonna be able to benefit your family. you
Facts,
know
facts.
exactly, like that's what I always say. You got to have your business, your health, in order to take care of your family.
Yeah, yeah. So you got the baby. It definitely changed your life, but it didn't stop you from doing what you're doing. So y'all, like, just because you have your kid, it doesn't give you an excuse to like not pursue your purpose. So still, like,
Exactly.
yeah, you got to take care of that baby,
Should
but
motivate you.
it should like you exactly. It should motivate you. So you might have to get a couple of less hours of sleep, but you work on your purpose because at the end of the day, it's gonna benefit you and your family way more than if you hadn't done that. So I thank you for that input. And then
Exactly.
I'm going to say, how'd you get started with the music? I mean, I know, but we want our
Yeah.
followers to hear. How'd you get started with the music?
Yeah. Well, my dad, my dad, Jaime G, DJ Jaime G, he's the
Yeah.
OG. He showed me the ways. I fell in love with the music maybe when I was like 12 years old, and it stuck to me. It's just like I started listening to it, and then maybe like like after like electronic music, I should specific say, and and then maybe a few months, 6 months into it, I just I knew I was like, I need to be a DJ. Like I need to be a
Yeah.
DJ. I need to be on those stages. Like this is what I need to do.
That's
And
cool.
and it's just with my dad being the DJ, it's just like it's just a whole other like like jump on it. It's just like
Yeah. Cause yeah, since a young age, we had all the thousands of vinyls in the house. Your dad had the turntables just so that you can go ahead and
exactly.
mess with all the big speakers. So it was like
Uh,
it was there for you. And your dad, he
yeah,
was real good at it. And just growing up, all the parties since we were born, like all we
it's
heard is
almost
that music. So I know it
exactly.
was a little easier for you. And we all look up
Uh,
to our dads. So we all want to be like our dads. So I'm sure that
exactly.
that definitely helped.
Yeah, it's in my culture basically. It's in my code. I was born with it. Like
It's all of y'all. Yeah, all of my cousins, like my cousin, y'all, all of y'all love the what would you call it? The house
uh,
music, the
yeah, dance music. Used to
the
say dance
dance
music.
music. All of y'all, it's like in your blood for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we
It's
love to
crazy.
dance.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now
Yeah.
let me ask you this. How I mean, well, you kind of already answered this. I was gonna ask you how'd you know like that was gonna be it, but you kind of said that you was just messing with it around the age of 12, and you kind of was just like, yo, this is what I want
Yeah,
to do.
but yeah, it's just something that I know that I could wake up every morning, doing it. Even if it like there's times I get tough or like there's actual work, it doesn't even feel like work. Like like you get because now like before it was just DJ, but now I'm getting to a point where like I'm doing emails, signing, reading contracts, trying to understand what everything means, and it's like actual work, but it's still like I could do this still for the rest of my life. Like,
And
it's
even that
fun.
stuff's
Like,
cool for you. Like you don't mind doing that stuff.
no, because it's just it's fun in a way,
Yeah,
like it's like it all just works.
yeah. It's because it's like pertaining to your business,
Uh-huh.
right? So it don't really matter. Like like you own your purpose. Like when you're doing that, it's not essentially the DJ, but it's helping you further your purpose. So it feels good. Like it feels good. You
Exactly.
know that you're working, you getting ahead. So that always feels good. And I'll tell you this, like, yeah, working on your purpose, it feel good. And when you're not doing that, like as a man, you feel off. You feel off. Your
Yeah.
family feels it. So it's like in order to give your children the
Almost.
best you have to be on your purpose. Otherwise, when
Most
you give them
definitely.
your time, it's not 100% you. So even if
Definitely.
say you're not on your purpose, but you can spend 5 hours with them. But if you are on your purpose and you can only spend 1 hour with them, that 1 hour is gonna be a lot more effective, and they're gonna get the whole you if you on your purpose. So like it's
Yeah.
so cliche, but like y'all get on your purpose. All of us are here for a reason. Really, like
Exactly.
if you don't know what that is, go for a walk for a fucking month every day and figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Ask God, like, yo, what am I here to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, find that out. And it makes everything so
Exactly.
much easier because when you have your purpose, you're not wasting time doing other shit, just floating around. You have one
Uh-huh.
thing that you're aiming towards, and you can get there a lot faster than if you were just, you didn't really know what was happening.
Yeah.
So, like, purpose is big, yo.
I would say one thing
Mm-hmm.
is, like for your audience as well, is just find, what you could wake up every morning doing. Like I keep saying, is
Good,
find
yeah.
find what like you could see yourself doing from 10 to 20 years, not just 2 3 years from now, like 10 20 years. Like you could see yourself growing old and still doing this. Like I could see myself being 67-year-old still on music, still like
Yeah.
like focused on it or whatever. Not focused on it, I'm a little older then, but just
Just
still
involved
like,
somehow, even
yeah,
if you're just an A&R
exactly.
or you a manager or whatever, or
Exactly.
the head of a record label, like
Exactly.
you just know you can be involved with it.
Just find whatever you could wake up and do every morning. It's just, it just doesn't even feel like work.
So that's a good question to ask yourselves, y'all. Like, what can y'all do? What can y'all wake up every morning doing? So figure out what you guys are passionate about, and then
Uh,
that should lead you on the way to your purpose.
exactly.
And like you said, like something that you happy doing, you don't mind doing, it makes you happy.
Hmm.
Like I've heard testimonials from like older people and they say like, yo, I wish I would have done what made me happy. I wish I would have focused on what made me happy. I wish I would have got a job and what made me happy. So that just
Exactly.
goes to
Yeah.
show how important that is.
Uh-huh. Well, definitely. It's a lot for your happiness and your health.
Right. We only here for a short time. I mean, hopefully what 80 years, hopefully.
Uh-huh.
I think the average expectancy in the United States is 76 years, so let's say 80 90 years, hopefully.
Hmm.
So it's like, well, it's a short time. You know what I'm saying? The world's gonna be
Yeah.
here billions of years. It's a short amount of time, so we gotta enjoy it. In this world, like
Exactly.
we get caught up in all the bullshit. Like, but you got at the end of the day, you gotta enjoy your life. We here for we don't know how long we're gonna be here. You don't get stuck in that 9 to 5 or a job. I mean, if you're in a 9 to 5 that you like, that's cool. But like,
Yeah.
just don't get caught up doing shit you don't like, y'all. That's it.
Exactly.
We're not here too long. Have fun.
Exactly.
Let me see. How old
That's
were
my
you when
biggest
you
fear.
say what?
That's my biggest fears of growing old and doing something I don't like.
Right. Yeah, that would suck. Like shit, I
Yeah.
wasted my whole life. I'm about to die and
Yeah.
I didn't really have fun or enjoy it. That,
Exactly.
yeah, that definitely is something to fear.
Hmm.
But I want to ask you this: like, when was your first show? How old were you when you had your first show?
Whew.
So you must have
I
been in
think
middle school, right?
Yeah, I think it was like
Yeah.
13. It was my middle school dance, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was my middle school dance. I begged my counselor. Yeah, Marshall Middle School, Pomona, California. If y'all don't know,
Yes, sir.
I begged my counselor like day in day out until she finally let me like halfway through the year. It was for like some spring dance, and yeah, I brought the whole system and everything, like big speakers, like it was fun. It was
That's
fun.
cool. Your dad was there too, huh?
Yeah, then after that, I was the school DJ until like I left the middle school till after 8th grade.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
so
sick. And I just want
yeah,
to point one thing out. Like you hear him, he said he was persistent. You know what I'm saying? one of the things to success is you got to be persistent. He said he kept
Mm.
bugging his teacher, his counselor, to get that gig,
Yeah.
and eventually she gave in. She's like, "Damn, this boy keep bugging me. Like I can't say no." So like y'all
And
be
then, yeah. And
persistent
then after
because
she said, yeah, I ended up being a school DJ till I left that middle school. So,
exactly. So it just takes a little bit of persistence, and it could set you up for the rest of your career. Because most
mm,
people they give up, they give up right before they about to make it. When really like to be
yeah.
successful, you got to keep going. If you know what
Mm,
you want, like don't ever give up. Keep going. The world tends to like open up for people who know what they want and they go after it with persistence. So y'all like if you want something and you know you want it, go get it. And if shit ain't going
yeah.
your way, still go get it.
Yeah. I've failed
Sure.
many times. I've had to back off. I've been in the dumps, been up, been down. It's a roller coaster, but you guys are gonna, you guys will get there.
Tell me a little bit about that. Tell us a
Uh,
little bit about that.
Shit, well, it's just you go through your things, like we said in the beginning. I got involved in a lot of drugs, alcohol. It's a real party scene. So
Yeah.
it's real easy to get influenced into that party scene, into that, into doing the pills, doing like and drinking alcohol, doing all the
Right.
party drugs or whatever, and
Yeah.
you lose sight of your purpose. You lose sight of what your main focus is, and
Right.
it's like I don't know. It's just like it took me a while to realize I was losing sight of my focus, my purpose. But like when you realize it, you feel like you're in the dumps. You don't feel like right.
Right.
And yeah,
Yeah. So it's like you was
yeah,
like you had the DJ going and then you got caught up in the mix with like the partying and the
yeah,
fun part of it and it made you lose sight of like why you were really doing it and that didn't feel good.
yeah,
So that just
yeah.
goes to show like when you ain't on your purpose that shit don't feel good. And I want to give you
Oh, hold on. Give me
kudos.
1 second. Give me one
Yeah.
second.
What's up? So real quick, like we're back on. I just want to give you kudos because my little brother right here. He don't drink no more. Like he was doing that hard. He don't drink. He don't do the drugs anymore either. I mean, he be smoking a little
No.
weed, but he stopped all that other stuff for him. Like he's doing real good. He's benefiting himself. We're working out all the time. So it's like I pass off to you for that one.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's just something that just I wanted to do for myself. It was like, like I seen like I was broke, I was going like completely broke, nowhere to go, like my purpose wasn't going nowhere. Like I
Yeah.
wasn't even like inspired with it anymore. Like it was just like like and it just sucks. It just sucks feeling like that. You're not happy. You're not happy. Like you said earlier, when you're not on your purpose, yeah, you could feel it. Your family could feel it. It's you're off,
Yeah.
and it's something I had to do for myself, like just learn self control and whatnot, and
Yes,
just get
sir.
myself out of there.
Yes, sir. So I mean, would you say like stopping the drugs and alcohol has helped you stay on your purpose?
Yes, most definitely. It's helped me stay away from like staying on the weekends and and just stay right in front of my laptop, just working on music, working on just working on things I need to be working on instead of like out spending money, getting drunk, partying, finding the next after party or whatever.
Right. I like that a lot. So instead of like, because at least for me, that's why I don't drink anymore either. Is because like with drinking, when I start drinking, it's all fun and games. Like I ain't no work being done when I'm drinking.
Exactly,
So
most
it's
definitely.
like you said. So without having to do that stuff, like without doing that stuff now, you could really buckle down and focus
Mm-hmm.
on your business. And I mean, y'all, I know drinking's fun. It's cool to do that sometimes, maybe here and there, but not every weekend. So like at least y'all tone
No.
that down, and it goes to show like you could really
Celebrations or
focus on yourself.
milestones. Have a
Exactly, maybe a
shot.
celebration or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's
not
a,
all the time, yo. It's not good for you. It's not good for your
it,
pockets. It's not good for your purpose.
ever since I stopped too, it put a lot of perspective too. It made me realize, I was wasting like how much time I was wasting, how much
Mhm.
manpower I was wasting on
Yeah,
completely nothing.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
just like
crazy. It's a lot of time
yeah,
and a lot of money. It is. You
and your
wake because you
health,
wake
my
up feeling like
health.
shit. Like you can't get up, get on your shit. You feel like shit. You waking
Mm,
up late. You stand up late. So
yeah.
yeah, it definitely take up a lot of time. Like you say, manpower, brain power,
Hmm.
and so what else I got here for you now? Let's talk about those big shows because you played some big shows though. Which big like shows have you played and like how'd you get to them? I know you played at Escape, so like tell
Yeah.
me about those and how you got them.
Um, well, before it started, like I played for this real big event company called Space Out in LA. They're really known in
Oh yeah, I
LA.
seen them on your page. Yeah,
Yeah, they're pretty known, and yeah, I ended up playing for them. Like they ended up hitting me up one night just to play for them, and we did. It was this duo I was in before. We played with them, and then before them, and then next thing you know, like a few weeks later, they hit us up. They're like, "Yo, you guys want to play Escape?" You know, and that was just like out of nowhere. Like they just hit us up, and I
and
was
just real
ecstatic.
quick, like how they find you from for Space Yacht? Like how'd they find you guys? How'd they locate you
Well,
guys?
our fans just tagged us. You know, some of our fans just tagged us. You know, tagged our music. They were looking for an opener DJ. They had the lineup already, and they just needed one opener DJ, and they wanted a local.
Yeah,
So they were like, "Yo, tag your favorite locals, basically." You know, and just like the fan base that we had, whatever, just went crazy on the thing. It was tagging us, and
that's sick.
I
Yeah,
didn't think too much of it though. The next thing you
yeah.
know, like a few hours later, they hit us up like, "Yo, like you guys are on like at 9," and this was like at 6 o'clock. They hit us up, so I was like, had to rush to Hollywood real quick and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it was cool though, and we like completely killed it, and yeah, then they loved us. They told us after I said they loved us, whatever. And then a few weeks later, they hit us up for Escape, and that's been the biggest show I've played,
Yeah.
so far. That was pretty dope,
Yeah.
and yeah, they give us full access and everything. It was cool, man. Like, those milestones are crazy.
That's great. Yeah, that's crazy. I know that's something you've always dreamed of, like just
Uh,
growing up with y'all. Like I wasn't really into the music, into the scene, but just y'all, like just hearing. I know the lingo and stuff, and those Insomniac events, like that's big. I know that was
yeah,
huge for you. So
yeah,
I don't like know the game, but I know at least that is huge. Is
yeah,
huge, and anybody else who's like in the culture, like they know that's big, y'all. So
yeah.
he's doing big things. And then let's see, what else I got here. So just what goals and plans do you have for the future? Because he's not just a DJ, y'all. My cousin, my brother here, he's business minded as well. So like, what are the goals and plans do you have for the future? You could talk about music and business, whatever.
Yeah. Well, like you said, what do you call it? Like we talked about earlier, I didn't finish high school. I didn't finish high school at all. But just this year, I buckled up and realized, like let me finish high school. Let me get that diploma and let me go to college for to be a tax preparer. That's something that I've looked into and I really like. It's
Yeah,
something that like that like I want to bring into my as you can say my city, and bring that, buy out some properties, and fix up my city a little bit,
there we go. Yeah,
and create some jobs in my city, whatever,
I love
become a
it. Yep,
taxpayer.
yep.
Yeah,
Cool, cool, good,
that's something I'm planning on doing.
good, good. Okay, I
Yeah,
love to hear it.
yeah.
And
So that's
then
what I'm doing, working on right
cool.
now. Just finishing high school, going to college right after, and getting that all worked up.
Yep. And then I know what as far as the music, like what plans you have for that?
Well, that right now, I got some big things coming for 2021. I just posted the other day. If anybody's seen on my Twitter, my followers are on this. What do you call it? I just signed my biggest, label record, or label deal, just the other day, and that felt really good. 2021. I can't say anything yet, but
Mm,
2021 will be out in early 2021, and that's a big thing I'm waiting for.
yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be a few things like that are coming involved with that. So
So
yeah,
you guys already have like plans in the works for like you and the label and stuff for 2021?
yeah, yeah. We
Cool.
already got plans, do like date and everything. I just I can't announce yet.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So y'all stay tuned. Hitta got some big stuff coming real
Yeah.
soon. And then now let's get to what advice do you have for the people? Try to get involved with music and really just our general audience. What like lessons do you have for them? What tips do you have for them? And
Um.
remember, our focus is like people from the hood. That's what we want to inspire. We want to
mm,
inspire the folks from the hood trying to
Yeah.
do
No. I
good.
was saying like I said, I've growing up, I've had a lot of bad influence. I've gone the wrong way. I've gone that wrong path, and like you said, finding that purpose, that like music was my thing, and
Mm,
I'm not saying music can be for everyone, But y'all, like, music it's a diverse thing, you know. It's, you know, like, music, it saved me. I'm not like trying to like be like crazy about it, but like, yeah,
Mm,
it saved me. You know,
mm,
if it wasn't for music, I don't know where I'd be right now. And it's like, as what I'm trying to get at is like, you know, like, you know, like, you guys, you know, just find that thing, you know, find that thing that will like help you, you know, like, see a better you in you,
mm.
basically. You know,
Yeah,
music helps me see a better me. It makes me realize, you know, I am good at something. I am meant to be something. I am, you know, bigger than what anybody tells me. You know, I have like a
right.
really good talent.
That give you that confidence, because it's like when you're good
Uh,
at something, when you build your skills, you build yourself. It's like when you're good at something, it make you feel good. So I love that you said that. Like music make you, well, you
uh,
said it make you feel good, or make you feel like
uh,
you got a purpose, and make you feel powerful.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah, you know, and then just do it. You know, like, I know I see a lot of people that say that they got ideas or whatever. You know, and you just gotta do it. You know, there's
Hmm.
no like there's no wrong or right way to do it. I mean, people could tell you there is, but there really isn't when you're first starting off. Like, you just gotta do it, and you just gotta get your feet wet.
Right, right. And even if it is a wrong way, like you learn from that.
Yeah, you
If you're
learn and you
not
know
doing
not to
nothing,
do
if you're
it.
sitting around, you're not gonna get nowhere. So just go for it. And if you end up messing up, man, just learn from it and don't
That's it.
stop. We talked a little earlier about the persistence. You
Uh,
mess up, man, pick up your pants and roll up your sleeves and keep going, dog.
exactly. Yeah, it's all trial and error. All
So
trial and error.
I'll try and error. Okay. So just do it. Like you said, just do it. Like
Yeah, just
Nike, just do
Nike, just
it.
do it. That's all you gotta do. Like,
Yeah.
because I have a lot of people that tell me, because like I have a lot of friends that tell me like, oh, they're in college or whatever, and they don't know what they want to do. You know, they're just going to college. You know, and like they're
Yeah.
like, oh, they got all these ideas. You know, I want to like leave college and do this, or like I want to do this in college, but I don't know if I want to switch. Like, just do it. You know,
Right.
you'll end up finding out if you like it or not. You'll end up finding out if it's for you or not. You know,
Right.
if it isn't, you know, then you know you tried, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that was better than sitting around and not taking any action. And
Yeah, exactly.
if it is what you want to do, and it ends up being some good for you, like, man, that's sick. So
Yeah, exactly.
try, yeah, do that shit, because everybody has ideas. Everybody, we all got great ideas. But the
We're all
difference is the
creative.
person who put action behind those ideas. So y'all, like, I know it's scary. It's scary, y'all, because it might not work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might not work, but at the end of the day, you gotta try, or else you're always just gonna be sitting on the sidelines. So
Uh,
just do it. Just do it.
yep, exactly. Exactly.
Let me see if I got anything else for you. I think that's about it, Trevor. That's about it.
Okay,
Anything else
thank
you want
you.
to say to our followers, our listeners?
Y'all, Mario, man, this guy, he's on the next one. You guys follow him. He's doing good for the community, guys. Like
Appreciate
I've
that.
known him and I've grown up with him. I've known him, but like, yeah,
Your whole fucking life, yeah.
I've my whole life, you know. This is my brother and my cousin, you know. Yeah,
Yeah,
like I know he gonna do good for the community. Y'all follow him.
that's right. That's right.
He
And
gonna
then
help
just real
us.
quick, let them know where they could follow you.
Well, you guys can follow me. Like, it's real simple on anything. Twitter.com/HittaOfficial, Facebook.com/HittaOfficial. Everything's Hitta Official, so I keep it real simple. Any
Instagram.
Instagram,
Mm,
uh, Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud. You know, SoundCloud.com/Hitta Official. Only thing is Twitch, Hitta_music. That's the only thing.
okay,
But yeah, you
cool.
know. And then you know, just another thing, I just released like 2 weeks ago. I just released a big single called Bajate. It was out in
Hmm.
Hot City, LA. Y'all go check that out.
Yeah,
You
it's
know, it's
hot.
doing
It's
pretty
hot.
good.
Yeah, it's on Amazon. I see this on Amazon. It's on YouTube. Where else can I see that?
Spotify, Apple
Oh,
Music, everything. You know, all your favorite music streaming sites. It's on there. Just go hit up Bajate. You'll find it.
Hitta Bahate. I'm telling y'all, it's
Yeah,
hot. Y'all check that out.
it is.
All right, Trevor, we good to go, man. I love you, G.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Yeah.